Okay, perfect. We are recording now. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Jensen, broker owner of Realty Belize on the beautiful island of Ambergris Caye. I want to thank everybody who's joining us live for this session, this November session of what has been going on at Aruna. There's been a lot of exciting updates. I'm really excited to share those with you. For our American friends listening, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday, and maybe you're out there doing some Black Friday shopping or cyber shopping. I know that's one of the big things now these days. But anyway, just wanted to get everybody on here, and it looks like we have a great crowd of people who are tuning in live. And as mentioned, this will be also available on YouTube afterwards, so you'll be able to tune in and share it with friends or family if you decide you'd like to do that. So we are talking about Aruna. Aruna Resort and Villas is located on Ambergris Caye. It is one of the newer under construction projects that is occurring on the island. I've been following the project, involved in the project for the last year, and it has been really incredible to see the progress that's been happening. I've been on the island for about 11 years, and I think one of the most exciting parts is to see developments as they start from ground zero and then make their way to being developed and progressing. We've been following this project, as I mentioned, for the last year. You're able to see the construction highlights and milestones. And this month, I think, is one of the most exciting, as we've seen a lot more vertical construction going up. But as I mentioned, this project is located on Ambergris Caye. If you can follow my cursor here where you see B, letter B, that is San Pedro town, 5-minute boat ride across the lagoon over there. A is Aruna, that is the project. And then as you can see, there is a road going up to the very, very popular Secret Beach. So this area is known as West Ambergris Caye. West Ambergris Caye over the last 2-3 years has really grown exponentially. One of the big reasons for that is because San Pedro town is getting busier. There are a lot more tourists who are coming into town, and there's just a lot more happening, some more congestion. There's just a lot more golf carts. And so people are looking to be close to town, but without having to deal with all that busyness of being in town. And so Aruna and this West Ambergris area specifically has been an area that more people are focusing on, because as you can see, it's a very quick boat ride into town. And for projects like Aruna, where there is boat access, where you are able to catch the community boat that's specifically for the project, it is easy enough to get back and forth. Also, what makes this spot really, really unique is the fact that there is the road going to Secret Beach. Everything south of this project does not have road access. It's boat access only, but the road does come to Aruna and stops at Aruna. So it's a really big factor when you're considering your location on an island. But that's one of the things I wanted to mention, is just the proximity to town, but also proximity to the west side beaches, particularly Secret Beach there. All right, so the master plan, we're going to go, this is really just an overview of what's been going on construction-wise. If you're interested in the specific opportunities, we did a webinar about a week or two ago. We're able to send that link over to you. Just feel free to reach out to us there, info@lunarealtybelize.com. We can send you the whole plan, the whole brochure, the whole webinar, so that you can get more in tune with the actual project. But this is really just to share with folks what's been happening over the last month. So you are going to hear me talk about phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And I wanted to highlight where those phases are so that when we're talking about it, you have an idea of what we're saying. In addition to that, if you can follow my cursor right over here, this is the pool restaurant area, and we do have updates for that space as well. So just bear that in mind. But phase 1 currently under construction. Phase 2 is also sold out and under construction. Phase 3, we're doing the pre-construction sales and preparing this property over here, preparing this land for the construction to start. Now, if you can follow my cursor again right over here, on the left-hand side of phase 2, this is an amenity area, the drawbridge, and then another amenity area, third spaces. One of the biggest factors I think that folks need to look at when you're looking at properties, pre-construction or properties that are already constructed, is what do the amenities look like? What does the timeline for amenities look like to get them constructed? And with phase 2, follow right over here, the amenity area will be constructed with phase 2, and that includes an outdoor gym. It also is including a pickleball court for those of you who enjoy pickleball. I know that that's a big sport these days. In addition to that, a playground. And then there'll be the drawbridge, and the phase 3 amenities will be built with phase 3. And then that will include more factors like a yoga palapa, and then also kiosks if somebody is looking to maybe have a little side business or a business here in Belize. That is something that you can consider, is having a little kiosk there at Aruna. All right, so over the last 4 weeks, there have been a lot of progress with the sales, but also with the construction. So R3, that was the Canal front studio that sold. R11, that's the duplex. that is overlooking the gardens, but also has the bay views. That is reserved. The R2 studio, Canal Front Studio, has been released. So that is available if somebody does want to get in on this first phase. In addition to that, we have the 4 homes in phase 1 that were under construction. These 4 over here, they are still actively under construction. We do have some photos for you to be able to see that. And then some more of the nitty gritty details that's maybe not as fun, but absolutely needed, is that the waste system was completed. The water system upgrades have been completed. In addition to that, that outdoor bar restaurant area that I showed you over the pier, we extended that kitchen out there and then also added an office and storage space. And then furniture for these last 4 homes has been ordered as well. And then also the smart package is ordered. So if you decide to become an owner, when you decide to become an owner, there are certain upgrades that you can add to your home. One of them is smart package, so that you're able to add cameras if you want to. You can have the doors that unlock from your phone. You can turn on the air conditioning from your phone. So those packages have been ordered for those homeowners who are interested in getting those. So we can see here, this is a part of phase 1. These are the floors that we're getting installed. They were cast as well. This is for one of the homes in phase 4. The other foundations have been completed as well. And then also the materials there. So we'll be beginning the vertical construction, just like you see here on those other homes. And as you can see, the home construction methodology for these 4 homes, also phase 2 and phase 3, is that prefab steel cut construction. I have a lot more information about that methodology if that's something that you're interested in, but feel free to reach out to me and we can get you those details. So in addition to that, we did add some more landscaping to the property. You can see here on the right-hand side, I apologize, it doesn't look like that video is going through over there, but you can see on the right-hand side that this is on the canal side. Added some more greenery, landscaping. Also in between the phase 1 homes, there's a lot more landscaping. Grass also has been added down the pathways. Grass is not something that you see all that much on the island here, but it has really taken shape and is looking really, really quite good. In addition to that, we'll continue on here. I mentioned to you that the R2 model has now been released. This is the Canal Front Studio. So if you are looking to get in and own a property that is already constructed, you don't want to have to wait for something that's pre-construction, this is a great option for you. You can put it right into the rental program when the property opens in a couple of months and then start receiving rental income, or it can just be your home abode, right? You can have this as your place that you can come back and forth to if you are interested in that. All right, phase 2 is sold out, and we mentioned this last month, but construction is vertical. You'll see in the following pictures that the floors have been cast, the walls are going up on the tiny homes, and then in addition to that, these larger 2 homes that you see here, 26 and 27, the foundation is done, and those will be going vertical as well. So here you can see the tiny homes. Again, you can see that construction methodology, very different from the first 10 homes, which are constructed out of wood. These phase 2 homes are prefab steel cut. And then there's also the concrete floors that are going in right there. They've been cast and it's looking really, really good. Really good. I'm excited to see how all of this take shape and how it's all coming together really quite quickly. So you can see also that the walls are going up. And these are some more pictures from the tiny home that's in phase 2. I mentioned to you that this phase is all sold out at this point. And now we'll jump across the canal to phase 3. So the tiny home C11B, that is also sold. And we did introduce some new models to phase 3. I found that a lot of folks are looking for affordable options, and Aruna is a really great place to be able to find that. So we have home models starting at 180,000 going up to about 700,000-800,000, just depending on what you're looking for, the amount of space that you want. And we do have a variety of options, again, just depending on what the owner is looking for. So the retaining wall, I mentioned this last month, but the retaining wall has been started, is just about complete at this point. We are aiming to start construction in the beginning of next year, Q1. And then do note that this is a pre-construction phase. And who I found really prefer pre-construction phases are folks who don't necessarily want to be putting 100% into a property. Maybe you like more of a construction schedule based on the construction milestones and progress that has been made. I think that's one of the big factors that goes into it. In addition to that, there is a little bit more room for customization when something is pre-construction. It's a lot harder and more expensive to retrofit. So for example, the phase 1 homes, if there's something in there that you really are not a fan of or something along those lines, you can still change it, but it may cost a little bit more than if you're coming in pre-construction. So just note that also pre-construction prices and the numbers that you see on the screen are as of today, November, what does it say, the 24th? November 24th, I think it is. Now it depends on when you're listening to this, and maybe more availability will change, but just a heads up there. So here you can see the phase 2, phase 1 over here, phase 2 is behind, and then this is phase 3 over here. And these are the homes that are currently under the pre-construction sale. So again, I'm not going to go through the entire overview of, what's great about each model or what you should expect in each model. That's in the full webinar, but we do have tiny homes up to larger 3-bedroom models. There is also some variation for the 2 and the 3-bedroom models where you can add a second floor, and that second floor can have a bedroom. It will have an additional bathroom up there and a large veranda space. So if you do want a little bit more space, a second floor, you are able to add that. So these prices are valid until the end of 2023. Just want to make sure that that's noted, just as somebody, in case somebody's listening to this afterwards. And then E1, there's a custom 3-bedroom home that has been designed. It's a really beautiful model. And if somebody is looking to be in a prime location there on the property, it is right there in the beginning of the bay. So you do have that close proximity to the beginning of the canal, and you have an oversized lot as well. So just a really beautiful one. If you're interested in learning more, feel free to reach out to us. And then we did release the boutique style condos also. So if you're somebody who's looking maybe for a studio 1-bedroom model, you don't need anything too elaborate. You probably want to put something in the rental program, or at least have an affordable option in Belize. This could be the right consideration for you. Again, not going to go into too much detail here, but if you are interested in learning more about this, feel free to let us know. Prices start at about 180 plus furniture. You're looking about under 190 for the model plus the furniture. If you want something a little bit larger, there's the 1-bedroom model. This is about 261, and then plus closing costs. Again, so reach out to us. Happy to get these details over to you. And info@Luna Realty Belize is the best email address for that. You'll see that below in the description if you're listening on YouTube. And then also construction methodology. Happy to send this over to anybody who wants to learn more about how these homes are being constructed. Feel free to reach out to me there, info@lunarealtybelize.com. But I do find that this is a very, I would say, efficient way to build on the island, especially because of the location that we're in, salty air, can be a little bit hard to maintain buildings. And this construction methodology is a proven methodology to really be very, very durable and last. And of course, as owners, that's something that is very, very important. So that was just a quick overview of what's happened over the last month. As I mentioned earlier, for me, I think progress is one of the most exciting things to see when it comes to development, especially pre-construction. And so I wanted to keep everybody updated there. If anybody is coming down to Belize, or perhaps you're not able to make it down before the end of the year, you want to take advantage of some of those pre-construction prices, feel free to reach out to us. Our team is located in Belize on Ambergris Caye. We can always do a virtual tour with you. If you're coming down in person and you'd like to do a tour, of course, reach out to us for that too. Best email address, as you can see it there, info@lunarealtybelize.com. My name is Rachel Jensen, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in and staying updated with everything that is going on at Aruna here on Ambergris Caye. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Bye.